This week on Show Me Your News, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate main menu theme gets a YouTube rip, the graphical styles of past installments in the MAILTIME segment, and Green Greens rounds out the 19th week of Smash Blog updates. Masahiro Sakurai, I implore you to... Show me your news! Greetings, Smash fans, and welcome back to Show Me Your News Ultimate, your weekly weekend podcasting source recapping the biggest news in anticipation of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Peter Spezia, but you may remember me as Youko. Joining me this week, it's Miles Allen, but you may know him as Super.
Not physically this time.
Not in person. Oh gosh, has it been a week since we played the Smash Brothers demo? That's crazy to think about. It's Tony Mattingly also joining us. You may know him as TonyTH.
I thought Super was saying that physically he's not Super. I'm like, oh man.
Man, you're great.
You're doing okay.
I got little allergies.
Oh, no.
My eyes do a little itch.
No, Stanley, you're going to live forever.
Oh, man. That's a deep cut. Well, again, thanks for those that listened to last week's episode. That was the big one for Super and myself. We also had Cyberlink 420 and my wife Rachel join us out in Ann Arbor, Michigan for the College Tailgate Tour, sponsored by Wendy's, but Wendy's not delivering on the food truck front. No, it was great. We got to play the Smash Ultimate demo. If you had to distill that, if you missed that episode, what was the gist of it, would you say, Super?
Anything that you apprehended that it's too much like Smash 4, you can put those thoughts to rest, all right? A lot of the things that didn't feel right feel much better here.
That says a lot from me coming from Super because he hates everything. He thinks Sonic Mania is bad,
So it should say a lot for you. And I think the kind of gist we were feeling is that like any possible fears we had were definitely relieved.
Yeah.
We were really enjoying the time we got to play, but you know, we're a month and change away. We're waiting on that next Super Smash Bros. Direct, the one that will deliver the final characters before launch, as well as the Spirits mode and whatever else Sakurai would like to disclose.
I'm just waiting for Pokemon in between now and then.
And Red Dead Redemption 2 for myself, but...
We're under 50 days.
Yeah.
Under 50 days now.
That's crazy.
Play Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah, all of its character creations and whatnot. But until then, we have Smash Brothers news this week. The biggest story that dropped was an official rip, a short loop though, but an official clean rip of the main menu music from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's listen to a bit of an excerpt here. So I guess what happened is some YouTubers, members from the Smash Brothers scene, went to go play that demo at Nintendo of America, and it was Crunchy, with two eyes there on the end, who generally does music extensions on YouTube and different loops there, got permission from Nintendo to record some, was only allowed to upload a short version. Kind of around when he did, YouTube went down. Coincidence? I think not. He broke it.
I had to fucking question my whole life in that 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what if it never comes back?
But man, what a great theme. I mean, for those that have watched, some gameplay videos of the demo, you hear parts, but it's nice to have it. No sound effects, no background noise, nice and clean and extended. I just listened to that whole 15 minutes. It's so good. What do you guys think of it?
As far as menu themes are concerned, this one is number one.
I think so. It's a contender for, if not surpassing, Melee Menu 1 for me.
It's pretty good. It's just really hype. It's just really exciting. I did see a YouTube video, and talking about the instrumentation, it sounds like there's a part in the middle or near the end where it sounds like almost like Melee's little slow part where it's like chic, like that, and then it's like bump bump bump, like it's like the 64 intro, like in two little short little homages. It's really hard to hear. But it was really cute, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably what the fuck that is, and that's really neat.
I mean, it makes sense. It's Ultimate. It's bringing everything together.
Those were the two good ones.
Yeah. Well, no, it's really really good to hear that, and as you said, the instrumentation, the bass slaps. It's real nice there. This game is on its way for me. I've always said, like, as far as my favorite games of all time go, that like Brawl's in the top 5. Say what you will about Brawl, but like it really meant a lot to me. Like this one's gonna mean a whole lot. Like, and then plus it's just gonna be a much better game on every single front.
I'm not gonna play anything else for a long time when that game comes out.
Yeah, for real.
Roughly a month and some change.
We're almost there, guys. We gotta stand strong.
It feels so far.
I know. But until then, let's get to Rumor Central. Rumor Central. So the UK website for the retailer Game, yes, that is a retailer over there. I actually got a my Lucario amiibo I got from a game store when I was in England one time.
Where's the rest of the name? That's really strange.
It's just like all caps. So like
no bullshit.
So what do you sell?
Games. So it is a real thing, but the website for their listing of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has an interesting bit in their product description, or if it has been deleted, it at least did at one point. So worth discussing. Definitely a lot of caveats here, but worth the rumor mill sort of spinning here. On the site says, quote, "In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you can play as every single past fighter included in the Super Smash Bros." Okay, that's interesting grammar. As well as including every fighter previously seen in the Super Smash Bros. Game, there are even more new additions. That's a total of 71 fighters for you to enjoy.
Must be a mistranslation from the UK.
From the UK to the UK. So let's take stock of where we're at right now. There are currently 74 fighters when you include Echoes.
Oh no, they're gonna take 3 away.
And then there's 68 on the as far as the numbered websites. Isabel's number 68. Although if you look at the Smash Brothers blog, it advertises that there are currently 72 fighters, with the disclaimer that they say Pokemon Trainer is one and Echoes included. And of course, this is possible because it could be written before Isabel was revealed. You can't take it's honestly, you can't take too much stock in what some game retailer websites say unless they start posting the image for the box theory, which so that's why it's sometimes worth the discussion.
They just post the box theory.
Yeah. The box theory.
Just like all the fucking Charlies there from Molly Sunny.
Pepe de Sylvia. So I guess it's worth discussing because it's generally a slow week on the Smash news front. I think everyone is waiting for that next direct.
It's so crazy that the closer we're getting to Smash, the less news we're getting at the same time.
It is kind of unusual.
Leaks.
Yeah.
Less crazy leaks. Like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, there have been kind of less, dumb 4chan leaks recently, haven't there been?
I would kill for one of those dumb things to discuss right now.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, we remember the whole keyword ones with with prime ribs. Prime ribs. Yeah, that's the one.
My favorite is still the one where they said they were happy for the fucking tsunami, or the earthquake, because that made the timeline better for release information. Fuck you. That's not okay.
For real.
I guess the only thing I can really roll with as far as this whole game, I was gonna say game theory, but
it's a bit meta there.
Works. It does say 71 fighters for you to enjoy. If you scroll down to the special feature part, they have the banner, the "Everyone is Here" kind of banner.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, I'm not really sure if I'm missing her, but I don't see Isabel in that one, but it has the 71 other characters.
Also a good point.
So I'm going to go ahead and say, since Isabel is missing the big screen, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in the junk pile.
But yeah, worth mentioning because, what else is there this week?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, because Isabelle is normally next to Cloud there on that banner, as DVD Smith points out in the chat.
But they didn't do it like at the end of her video.
Yeah, that's true. They made like a separate social media post for it. No, it's just worth pointing out, because why would you put that kind of description on there, especially to throw out the number like a certain other different publication did at one point. Remember when we had the Coro-Coro sort of rumor that said 108 stages? What could it be? Well, looks like they're posting a kind of retraction here. They're now digging their kind of feet in the sand and now saying 103 stages, like Sakurai said in the August 8th Direct. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it looks like either it was a misread or a misprint or something like that.
Or maybe they spilled something they weren't supposed to, and there'll be like some story mode where you unlock stages, but we're not supposed to know that yet. So,
and Nintendo's like, shut up.
Bring it back.
But yeah, so like that's interesting to point out. I mean, the stage selection screen does have the space for more, should DLC and the like be possible in the future, but it's all leading up to, don't get your hopes up for many more characters before launch. Like, the box theory is the safest thing to bet in. It doesn't get your hopes up as high, and then if that breaks, ooh boy, do we have something to talk about and a whole lot of excitement.
But your hopes in the box.
Yeah, right. In that theory, in the box.
Nick will take care of them for us.
Well, other than that, let's get to the crux of the Smash Brothers news this week. It's the Smash Blog updates.
Oof, we got here quick.
Yeah, right. No kidding. It was just that kind of week. But we start with Sunday, October 14th with today's fighter, number 57, Shulk. He is the only fighter that can change his status during battle. His sword, the Marshadow, allows him to switch between 5 modes: jump, speed, shield, buster, and smash, which change his abilities for a short time. Fun fact, Shulk's 8th color variation puts him in a pair of swimming trunks. Actually a pretty good description.
It sure does.
It really kind of explained everything for him, so, there's nothing to really go, well, I wish they would have given me more. No, that's solidly done.
The one thing they could have added is, the reiteration from, the directors, the E3 or whatever, is that...
Spoilery one.
Well, right, there's that. But also, in the previous game, you had to cycle through these, but now you can hold down the button and change it.
Yeah, that's neat.
They should have just felt it. It's like, this time, he's really feeling it.
That should have been all it said.
That would have been the fun intern writing it, though.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about this one. I've seen the video. It just kind of showcases his new modes.
Yeah, it just shows it right off the bat. They're like, yep, you can change it like this now. Backslash still looks really good.
I wish there was more vocal cues than these, but...
Did I ever tell you the story about some friend came over to play Smash 4 at one point? Like, we played it a lot, and he's never seen it, and he liked Xenoblade. And he does backslash, and he yells, backslash! And he's like, oh, we can do backslash. It's just so fucking funny to me. I'm like, yeah, he sure can.
That is what he said.
I don't play Shulk, but he's a cool character. Like, he's not like my play style, but I like the weird thing you can do where you switch up powers, and I think he like feels good to play as and stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, he's definitely a good addition to the roster.
Yeah, I think he could feel better. He somehow often feels like a slower Ike.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on what modification you have on him, but
he's a little floatier.
Just his moves just seem just like really deliberate. So hopefully, when I get a chance to play him here in Ultimate, I can be like, oh no, he feels better now.
You guys at the screenshots?
Yeah, I'm looking at Snake showing up again in this show.
That's not the one to talk about. The last one where he's on Icicle Mountain and he's on shorts and they're showcasing him in shorts with the polar bear with shorts on.
That is a great one.
Who does these? Like, I can see Sakurai like taking time out of his schedule to do these dumb fucking pictures, and I love it.
Now we have this character in shorts. You know who else is in shorts?
The polar bear. And like they know. Also, that's not good for that weather.
He's
a bear, but he's not. He's a little man.
He's a little man. Just swim trunks.
You think that's a variation on the Summit, like one of the Battlefield or Omega versions?
Hard to say from that angle.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's just on the top left platform, and that's about it. No, I wouldn't say that it's on the Battlefield or FD versions.
But man, I mean, can we just get rid of these screenshots where it's like, here's just a close up of the character's face? Like I don't need that. Yes, it is the character. Thank you. I get it.
I don't need the MGS4 box art.
Well, let's get to the next update on Monday, October 15th. Today's item, Pokemon Marshadow. This Pokemon can hide in the shadows. When it finds its target, it will emerge from the shadows and deal a powerful punch. When there are multiple opponents, it may change its target between punches. So you'd better keep an eye out.
I talked to Super. I don't know what the fuck's going on in these pictures.
Yeah. What the fuck is a Marshadow?
It's one of the legendary Pokemon from Gen 7. Before like this Zeraora stuff that's going on right now at your GameStop, and you go pick it up if you're in the United States and all that. And I'm sure different retailers like Game, maybe, in the UK. Game. I don't know.
My favorite game retailer, Game.
But he was one of the last legendary Pokemon to be revealed. So like he's up there as far as rarity.
I'm just saying, like, what he's doing in these screenshots. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
The second one I kind of get, but the first one just looks like he's like the dark and evil versions of the background hills from Mario World. I don't know what to say.
Maybe. Yeah, he's got a whole movie kind of devoted to himself, I think, in all the Pokemon movies. Yeah. So do that. Come on, back to the show. But beep.
That was okay.
Yeah, it was a thing.
So I feel about most of the Pokemon movies. This is like, that's fine.
So it's like, yeah, I'm okay that he's included, but it's another Pokeball. Yeah. Sure, I bet it's pretty representative of what he is, but yeah, that first screenshot, like, oh, it's Hyrule Castle and then this spooky castle. Like is that the point?
I guess. I'm sad after that nice polar bear picture that this is where we're at.
This is also a really bad picture in general.
Also, like, he's punching Little Mac. Because he punches things, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can see there's some thought put into it, but I don't think, maybe not showcase this Pokemon, because I'm sure it works fine in the footage, but it doesn't work well in pictures.
Marshadow is like, backslash!
I kind of like that I think the tops of his eyes must be animated or something like that.
Something like
they
that,
don't look right, like, as they are. So I'm imagining they like wiggle and animated like little flames.
Yeah. People in the chat pointing out that the first picture is the screen cap from the Direct. That's a really interesting point. I guess it would be simpler to just do that and kind of store it for when the post actually goes on the blog now, wouldn't it?
Terrible, terrible picture.
It's probably just the way they wanted to do it too, just to consolidate all the information that they don't want out.
Right.
Sure.
Oh, there's Goku, like, in one of the pictures they forgot.
Oh, goddamn it. Well, let's get to the music update this week. On October 16th, today's music you can now listen to Flashman Stage.
But they already threw one middle finger at us. Why not throw two?
Okay with this one.
I'm good with it too. Enjoy Keiichi Okabe's arrangement featuring a fresh guitar part that kicks into a nostalgic tune. Let's listen to that excerpt. So it is really good to have Keiichi Okabe back for this one. Of course, he did some of the Mega Man arrangements as well in Smash 4. I mean, Airman Stage was a banger.
Woo! Look, this song slaps.
Yeah.
It did. But I mean, like, after getting a repeat song from a franchise, I wasn't expecting we were going to immediately repeat again.
I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It's Mega Man. If it was Mega Man last week, no one would have been that mad.
That's true. It's because it was Fire Emblem.
Now that I know this can happen and it's Mega Man, I'm like, well, at least it's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a Mega Man 2 arrangement, and it's good. It'd be hard to fuck up a Mega Man 2 arrangement. All those songs are fucking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Keiichi Okabe, known for being the composer from NieR and NieR Automata.
That's weird.
So it's a very different style than those soundtracks, certainly. But it's good to have his talents on this soundtrack.
Could have used him for Mega Man 11.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I actually played that, so I'll have words at the end of the show. But yeah, man, good to see more Mega Man music. Like, if any franchise needs that kind of level of 34, 36 tracks, I know it's not going to have that much.
It's not Final Fantasy.
Right. At least it's not that. You're right.
The third update for Final Fantasy is just like one of the songs again.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about our boy Wispy.
Yeah, let's get to the stage. Also on the 16th, today's stage, Green Greens. A stage based on green greens from Kirby's Dream Land. Oh, you don't say. Wispy Woods, the tree in the center, blows wind to the sides. You can eat the apples it drops to recover health, or you can just pick them up and throw them at your opponents.
This is bullshit.
I mean, well, it depends on what the property of the apple is when you pick it up. Yeah. It's not an either or, but okay, geez.
Yeah.
They look a little differently, though, don't they? Now that I'm looking at it. Or is that just the angle?
Angle.
I think, you're looking too much into it.
Okay.
It'd be nice if, like, the ones with stems are the ones you could, like, throw, and the ones that without them you eat. That'd be nice. Give me something, not just this random chance and telling me that, or I can throw them.
Yeah.
Hit A a lot, you'll be all right.
Yeah, they got to be removed with hazards off, wouldn't you think?
Maybe.
And the bombs, yeah,
and
for sure.
bombs.
Because, that's another thing where, like, they could have included that in the description. Like, watch out for the bombs that drop on each side of the stage.
Yeah, they have a picture of them, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you're giving them shit from, like, his stage is based on Kirby's Dream Land. I'm like, Wispy's in every game, though, for real. And he's a bitch in every game.
Yeah.
Just a little pushover.
Yeah, he's the boss you learn the game against.
I mean, really, though, he's just a tree. Like, he can't move. It's really unfortunate. Like, I don't even know if, like, you need to fight him. Like, you can probably just walk around him. Like, probably can't do it.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. Doesn't the second picture look like he's not blowing? He's just, like, taking a little sip of water. He's got a little straw.
Or he's whistling.
Yeah,
Honestly, the way he bends, it's a little uncanny. It makes me think of VeggieTales.
yeah, kind of.
It's just a little off.
But he drops apples. Those aren't veggies.
Man, if you throw the apple at Dr. Mario, is it a one-hit KO?
Oh, man. It should be. Like, it's got the 1/8 chance of doing that.
Just against Dr. Mario, though.
Yeah.
And it'd be a 1/7 chance, I guess.
And it only happens once every day. So, like, that's got to happen.
Every sense. It's a dumb joke. I love it.
Man. I'm just now imagining Wispy, kind of with do. Especially what they've had, like, that version remixed and kind of like a whistle for one of the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is this from Melee? Like, it's been in every game, I feel like.
Yeah, it started in Melee.
It's got that weird little fat 16-bit DDD flying around the back, and it's really weird now.
No, that's in Dreamland.
That's Dreamland from the 64.
This is the one where the fat Kirby dropped in adventure mode.
Just if you beat the first two things in under 30 seconds, then the fat Kirby just appears and gives this, like, creepy ass smile.
Boing.
Boing.
Right, that's fucking weird. I love that movie.
Oh man, good old memories.
I'd like to see somebody just do very hard mode and adventure mode and get the fucking big Kirby fight. I can't imagine it's possible, but even a task would be fun to watch.
Yeah, and then it's just like shine him right off the stage somehow.
Shine him and then just shine him blind, I guess. But I think your best bet would be Falco.
Yeah, probably actually. You're right. That's a good point.
Flip him twice off the top.
Bloop, bloop.
Do competitive smashers, like, is Mango like, I'm gonna do adventure mode as fast as I can?
No, he does All Star.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he spends all his time streaming All Star if he's playing Melee.
That's fucking cool.
You should have said somebody once told me he does All Star.
Mango plays. I'm gonna need some time to put up that to the lyrics.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's get to Wednesday, October 17th. Today's fighter, number 61, Cloud. He's the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII. You can also select his Advent Children outfit. Charging up his limit gauge increases his special move abilities. Land a powerful hit. Fuck this description. It's so bad.
Like, I'm so mad at this picture, at the video, because they pull his actual sound effect of him doing materia stuff, and I don't know if that's in the game, if that is one of his taunts that makes that sound, because they do it in the video, and then they have Pikachu use down B to make it
to hide it. Yeah, uh-huh.
But I'm like, wait, did you just pull that from Final Fantasy? Is that one of his taunts? Is that in the game?
It does look like a taunt. And then, yeah, they're hiding Pikachu there. Kumatori says in the chat the taunt does make the noise. I like that. At least it does that. Yeah.
I figured they either pulled it from the taunt or the Midgar stage when you pick up the materia.
Oh, do you guys remember that little sound that Samus's taunt made in Melee and only in Melee? It's like, ba-doop. I miss that sound so much, and I don't know where it went, and it's dumb that it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about Cloud. Evan Children's a bad movie.
I mean, it's not a good one.
I mean, like, it fundamentally, like, misunderstands what made Final Fantasy VII a good game. The world building, the characters developing, and all the character development's gone. And then it's just like, well, people just want a big Dragon Ball Z fight with Cloud Sephiroth. That's why people like Final Fantasy. I hate fucking everything post Final Fantasy VII. It's all garbage, especially Kingdom Hearts.
And then it just ends.
Goofy's there, and like I can't take it even that stuff seriously.
Oil.
And then Cloud uses fucking Great Aether.
I guess it kind of looks like that, right?
There's no kind of about it. It's just fucking Great Aether.
Poor Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong, isn't that fucking?
Oh, I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at the picture where.
Like, man, I don't think Diddy Kong's in that suit.
There's a screenshot. Oh, God, that'd be weird. There's a screenshot where it kind of looks like he's about to launch him up for Great Aether.
None of these pictures are good, even.
Yeah, what's funny is that it's like we were just talking about how I hate these screenshots, just doing here's a close up of the face, and then Cloud starts with close up of face, then close up of face in the same costume. Like, they don't even do like he's also got this guy. No, he's just fucking. He has the same fucking purple fucking turtleneck. Why does he have a turtleneck with no sleeves?
It's styling.
Nomura drew him. You're lucky there's not 800 zippers.
There's the zippers on the shoes, but that's about it.
You got lucky.
He's got some crazy blue eyes.
It's probably fucking mana stream sickness shit. I don't know.
I don't know. They look more green in the screenshots compared to the render.
That limit shot actually sucks, which sucks because like that should be an awesome picture. There's Ifrit in the back, and then it's just like limit.
Yeah.
Like, Ifrit. I don't even want to argue with you.
Ifrit,
I know they say Ifrit in like 15, and I'm like, fuck.
There's probably somewhere where someone's like, it's Ifrit.
Tron's listening. Just listens and gets really mad when we mispronounce things.
Oh boy, yeah,
it's Cloud.
It's Cloud. I'm really glad that he is in this game because it was really the first indication that like they're really taking this seriously, especially in the Everyone Is Here trailer.
I mean, fuck, if we did a show after Cloud got announced, this would be a very much different tonal like thing.
Right.
But all these pictures are bad, the descriptions are bad. I'm very tired.
Oh, I'm sure we have an original Show Me Your News podcast episode, that happened after that, and I'm sure we were thrilled. I mean, I still remember watching that live, and my wife was streaming, and I was in the background. I'm just like, holy shit! Like they did.
Why did he put bandages all over him in Kingdom Hearts on a sword? It's bandages.
I don't know. That's Sonic. Because look at his look at it. I don't know. They're all around his fingers too.
Best show we've ever done, you guys.
Oh no, Cyberlink 420 is right. That was November 2015, which was 2 months after the original podcast ended. Oh man, I remember watching it so well that I just totally blocked out of when that actually happened.
It was cool. I freaked out. If you were in my living room, I would have jumped up and could have high five.
It was a great moment.
We don't have the technology yet. We'll get there.
Well, there was another really good reveal trailer for this character when it was all anime and everything. But on Thursday, October 18th, we got today's fighter, number 54, Palutena. With her wings and staff, this goddess's attacks cover a wide range. With her up smash, neutral special, and side special, she can create a ranged attack in almost every direction, except for directly beneath her. Keep the pressure on your opponents from a distance with ranged attacks.
Okay.
Right?
You got it, Sakurai. Or Sakurai's interns.
Sakurai's interns. Palutena is kind of a boring character to me.
I think she was more nebulous than anything. I mean, once you had all those custom moves, it's like, what is this character? How do I deal with her? And much less when you fight someone, if they have it customized, like, what's getting thrown at you?
2 final smashes. She does like black hole, and then she's like, and mega laser, and I'm like, okay.
She's something. I was so excited for Palutena to be good, and then that happened.
She's fine. She's not good, I feel like. Are there like any really competitive Palutena players?
I think there's like one out there who can take names sometimes, but like because she's so weird and defensive and just like she just controls her one spot.
Yeah.
And then she controls it pretty good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, she's not exciting at all.
It's kind of weird she's even like playable in a weird way.
Right.
I'm not even sure how I feel about that.
Do you remember the leak that happened way back when for 3DS? And it was like, oh, that looks like such a believable leak. And, she's going to be a character in the game. And like, then it was fake. But when they showed Palutena, like, it was like really eerily close.
Yeah.
It was just one of those weird things from that game's history for sure.
Anything to say about her screenshots? Because it just seems to be stuff she can do.
She's looking fancy in that first one. She's just like, look at me.
Like, she seems really surprised that the villager could jump.
The purple dress is nice.
Yeah, she's got the purple dress, and she seems to be like, she seems to kind of get this coy look on her face, like, I know you look at my butt.
Now let me whip out my stripper pole.
Bayonetta's in this game.
Her arms make me think of JoJo. Like, that's a JoJo-ass arm pose, right?
Oh, that is really weird. God, what the hell? It's like when there's the male Wii Fit trainer like breaking his neck last week. Weird geometry and shapes. See, I'm just thinking like I'm playing so much Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, and like this like Greek look is just like straight out of it. So
you
like,
got your aesthetic down.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I want to go back and play it some more.
So why this Greek lady in fucking digital Paris right now? I don't know. There's just so little to talk about with some of these. I'm trying, guys, but oh man.
Well, at least it was no Lucario video.
Yeah, but oof. Oh, by the way, like I just got back from an Airbnb, and they have, no joke, a replica model of the chair from Blue's Clues. with a replica model of the mailbox and like replica notebook and shit with a little blue doll on it. And I'm just staring. I'm like, all right then.
Did you fucking stay at the Blue's Clues house at Airbnb? Was it just like a cartoon the whole time and you didn't notice?
I was pretty drunk. I might have missed it.
If the salt and pepper shakers talk to you, I don't know what to think. But now it's time then for the Mail Time segment.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
You can ask Mail Time questions over on our Discord channel. That's at showmeyournews.com/Discord. You can also tweet at us at showmeyournews. We got a question from GoldenSandslash, who asks, do you prefer the graphical style of Melee, where the characters look like toys, the graphical style of Brawl, where the characters look realistic, or the graphical style of Smash 4/Ultimate, where the characters look cartoony? Not Brawl, because realistic, especially in standard def, never ages well.
I like that 64 is omitted because Donkey Kong looks like something
where it looked like polygons.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong looks fucking horrifying. Switch on the Discord for me. But Brawl is really interesting to look back on because I feel like it looked cool like when it came out because like I just feel like that was the style of that era. Everything was kind of grainy and brown and gray.
Sure,
and, like, that's what they went for. But like, I mean, like fuck that now. Like that's kind of like not really cool now.
At the same time, like, yeah, Melee has a charm to it. I guess it does look like toys, but that's also a reflection of the graphical limitations at the time.
Yeah. Also, Yoshi looks fucking weird.
Yeah. I wouldn't even almost say that the Melee ones look like toys. Like I think they look. I think they were trying to go pretty realistic in Melee as well, but like it just looks a little more plasticky than
they couldn't do much.
Yeah. But like if you look at like Mario's denim, the designs on Peach's like dress, I remember when Melee came out, like how fucking impressive graphically it is, and just it was like one of the like best ways to see these characters that haven't been in 3D or like had all this detail put into them, and it's still I still think they look fucking really good.
Yeah. So I know I always say that I hate Smash 4, and that doesn't really change here. Actually, I really dislike Smash 4's aesthetic. I don't know why. Ultimate's doing a little better, like with some of the character updates. I hope they continue to do so with stuff we haven't seen yet, basically. But I don't know. Something has always felt off about Smash 4, and I think that it's going to be like from what I played, I didn't really notice it, but I think it has something to do with the fact that all the stages are going to be built from the ground up this time around. So there's probably going to be a lot less that thing Sakurai held a whole interview about.
Right.
Where everything kind of fits together in its own aesthetic, which I think Smash 4 really failed on.
No, I like Smash 4 and Ultimate's better because it's kind of just refined in a way, right? But I don't know if I'd even describe it as cartoony.
It's certainly more colorful.
Yeah.
It gets me looking at like especially Sonic because it's just who I'm used to playing as, and like looking at him in Brawl and he's just like a dingy blue, and then you watch him in Smash 4 and Ultimate and he's just this really like he pops off the screen like the red and the blue, like it just looks really good.
Yeah, I don't even know the right word to describe it, but yeah, it's
vibrant.
It's vibrant. That's a pretty good one.
Vibrant works. Yeah, I will have to go for Melee on this one though. When Ultimate comes out and I get my own TV screen, I want Ultimate to be the winner here, but right now, where the aesthetic goes, Melee does it for me.
Melee's pretty.
Yeah.
That intro is still like a fucking like sight to behold.
Oh, gosh,
I know it's like CGI and shit, but it's just like fucking beautiful.
I need an HD version of that.
I know. I wish
widescreen, something, please.
It's cool. The water looks really cool in that game too. GameCube water, man. What can you say?
Well, I think that's about all we have to cover this week. It's a shorter week, but we're just kind of trying to piece together the Smash Brothers news of the week. And honestly, just go spend the rest of the time that you normally devote to listening to this podcast. Just listen to that Ultimate menu rip on loop. Just do it. Just give yourself the joy of listening to music that you'll be listening to for years to come.
And then go look at this, see if there's any Siva gonna rip.
Yeah, I was on YouTube right now. It's like honestly, he said the word.
Jesus Christ, are you okay?
I think I am. I don't know what happened. What fell, but I heard it.
Something, granddad. You guys playing anything?
Oh no, I seem to have dropped the beat.
Oh, there you go.
Am I playing anything? Cave Story Plus on Switch.
Oh, huh. Neat.
Nice.
How's that?
I started on a hard mode and I haven't found any health up. I'm a little worried about that because I'm like, is there not any health up? I'm pretty far for still only having 3 HP. I'm a little worried about that.
That people would start games on hard they're not familiar with. It just
seems
like craziness to me.
I played through Cave Story like a decade ago, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, well that's fine. But
I was so familiar with it. But
I'm just bad at games though too.
Yeah. Well, but it's Cave Story Plus on the Switch actually has a 2-player mode. You can unlock different skins for the second player as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun.
It's like Shovel Knight.
Right.
And I'm still working my way through Hollow Knight.
It's long, dude. You're gonna be at it for a bit.
Let's see. I am playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey a whole bunch. I'm getting close to the end, like the end. Because, guys, it's a beefy as fuck game. I'm more than 60 hours into it. I beat the main quest. That's done. But now there are these 2 other main quests left. And I'm like, I gotta do myself the credits haven't rolled technically yet. So I gotta get there and kind of conclude that. There's so much to that game. It's really good. I had issues last week where it was kind of everyone scales with you, so I feel kind of stagnant. Past the halfway point, that kind of gap starts to widen a little bit. So yeah, I'm not having any issues with the grind. So Good stuff there. I beat Mega Man 11. That's the first Mega Man game I beat ever.
What difficulty did you play it on?
That's the point. Newcomer, all that shit. Like, it's not a Mega Man game at that point anymore.
No.
It's in Mega Man in name only, honestly. But I did it. I beat a Mega Man.
Okay, at least?
It was okay. I liked it all right. But yeah, the music is lackluster, and that's disappointing. It's just too many synths and not enough standout melody, to be honest.
I like that there was a little story.
Yeah.
Mega Man games typically have, and I'm like, yeah, give me that Mega Man lore. It's been like fucking 8 years.
I think that was certainly one of the strongest parts of it, for sure. And, you know, when you do certain things like the drive system that they had, I tried to play so much of that game without using the speed drive.
Necessary.
But at certain points, like, okay, yeah, I kind of have to. There's one part in Bounce Man stage where I'm like, I'm frustrating myself so much. I'm like, oh, well, if I slow it down, I can bounce between these and jump. Okay, yep, sure, all right.
Slide.
And then, you know, with all those difficulty modifiers, you put on power gear and like bosses go down in 2-3 hits. It's like, oh, okay. If you hit their weakness, yeah, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it was fun. And then I started Dark Souls Remastered on Switch.
I saw that this morning.
My wife really wanted to have it on Switch for the portability and really wanted me to try it. I was apparently surprisingly good at the first couple bosses, but man, I am garbage at world exploration. So I don't know if I'll pick that one back up.
You died.
It wasn't really much like died. It was more lost my way, couldn't have a sense of direction without a map and waypoints, and
Those games
died.
are a little esoteric.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, beyond just being kind of hard, like it's kind of like, yeah, if you don't know where to go.
Tony, where are you at in Spider-Man without spoilers?
I did a big scene at a tech expo,
Okay.
and I fucking love it. My fiance is beating it already, and she's like, beat it so we can talk about it. And I'm like, I'm doing side missions. She's like, no, just beat it. And I'm like,
No,
I
that's
bought this game.
not the point.
You got it to play it for free. Let me have fun. Let me do it the way I want to. The weird fucking problem now. It's real funny. I fucking love it. I wish I knew how many hours I put into it, because I bet it's close to like 30.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. I've been chopping through the story very slowly because you gotta catch pigeons and stuff.
Oh yeah, those pigeons are assholes.
It's so fun. I really love the Spider-Man side quest too. That was really cute.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking fantastic game. I'm so pleasantly surprised with it, and good job done, Insomniac. I cannot believe, and I love Insomniac. I love Ratchet. I can't believe they made this game. Like, it's so good.
It feels like the natural evolution of Sunset Overdrive, though.
I guess that's true, but it's just how he moves, like, is so polished.
It's so
incredible
good.
to me. I don't know how they pulled it off. It was a fucking Herculean feat. And please give me more, even though I'm not done with this one.
Hey, DLC starts coming out this week. Black Cat.
I was just going to mention, there have been some updates as far as mechanics for Ultimate. Probably may need to mention this sometime during.
Maybe.
Insofar, I did want to mention that, you know how Samus can charge in midair and all that? You can stop that midair charge by double jumping.
Huh.
A really interesting thing to mention, which is kind of like, if that's a thing for DK and Sheik as well. Like, are these charges now going to be able to cancel with all jumps? Or all characters being able to cancel these with jumps? And one of the things that broke Smash 4 competitively, as far as making it a little bit more boring, is that there was a floor bounce glitch where you could just tech it no matter what. If you're just kind of standing there and somebody hit you with the down air that, you know, bounces you off the stage, yeah, you could just tech that. It doesn't matter. But now that has been removed. Also, that whole shield thing that we were talking about last week.
Oh, yeah.
That is still there. And it seems to be put in so you don't overshoot your grabs. Like, that's what it seems to be effectively there for.
Weird.
So you can't be like, I'm going to go grab you quick, and then I'm Sonic, and I just ran right by you and grabbed the air behind you.
Man, I'm the king of that.
Yeah. So apparently that is heavily in there, not a glitch. You cannot run through somebody who's shielding.
Interesting. Well, make sure to keep your eyes peeled. It seems like every time Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time come around, will we get the Direct this week? The last couple were announced then, and then followed up on a Thursday release. So we'll see if that happens.
Will we get another Fire Emblem music track?
What do you think we're getting?
Fuck it, Sonic again.
Yeah, I mean we're moving into like this territory where we're getting only just reruns. So Sonic sounds like a good bet, honestly. I don't want it to be a good bet. Don't get me wrong.
That means it's gonna be Fire Emblem again.
I'm gonna say Metroid. We'll get a second Metroid track on there.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Well, but since Tony already grabbed Sonic, I'm actually gonna swing down with Street Fighter.
Okay, that'd be a good one to get.
And it's gonna be Metal Gear Solid.
Just because. Well, you can find Super on Twitter at Solharath. Tony is on Twitter at TonyTH_GHH. You can find me on Twitter at Pete Speakeasy. Oh boy, we'll see what next week brings us, especially when I'm across the pond with that. I'm Youko. For everyone, we're out. We'll see you next time. Show me your news.